Hi, this is Ron Erickson from the Yankee Hill Winery Cooking School. And today we are going to do spring rolls. And so the ingredients for the spring rolls is 2 cups of bean sprouts, 1 cup of ground pork or shrimp or fish, half a large onion, garlic, grated ginger, cornstarch, salt and pepper, and of course soy sauce. Now to start with, we'll heat up our wok, and then I'm going to use canola oil. And when we put oil into a wok, we want to put it around the upper edge so it just kind of slides down in. So we'll just let that warm up a little bit, and then we'll be adding our pork. So meanwhile, we can take the bean sprouts, and we want to cut these into about 3/8 of an inch pieces so that they'll fit nicely into the spring roll. Now you'll also need spring roll wrappers, and that is this. It's basically a pasta, and we will use that to put all of our ingredients in. So here we'll just chop this up. And we can put our pork in there. And just kind of start that going. And I like to cook all of the ingredients that go into spring rolls. I think it gives a better texture in that, rather than just cooking it a little and then when we fry up the rolls when they're all together. So we'll let that cook. I'll finish up cutting up my bean sprouts. And so here we'll get this is about halfway done. We'll add our onions. And we'll get those sauteed. Now you could cook this in a regular pot. I'm used to cooking in a wok. And so we'll just let that set just for a little bit. And then we can add our ginger. And a little bit of pepper. Some salt. And some soy sauce. Now you can see that this is just a little bit pink. Not much. So we'll just toss that around. And then we'll put our bean sprouts in there. and get those stirred in. And then here we're going to sprinkle some cornstarch over it. And this is just to kind of bind it together a little bit. So it'll pick up any liquid that's in the bottom that comes from the bean sprouts. So there. So then we have our our garlic. And so here we just want to mince that up. Like that. And get that all stirred in. Okay, and then we want to take our spoon and just taste a little bit of it. That is good. And then we'll just put that down. And then we'll need just a little bit of water. And so with this, if we put these at an angle, we can take a spoonful like this. Just to fill that across like that. And then we dip our fingers in water and just run it around the edge like this. And then we bring the top over, these corners in, and then we just roll them up like this. And so here we can get some more out. It's best to keep a damp towel on these or keep them in the package so they don't dry out. And matter of fact, these can also be used for making lasagna. So here, once again, we just take these like this. Dip our fingers, run them around over the top, in on the corners, and there we go. So there we have two. I'll do one more. And then we will fry these up. Remember not to overfill these. You don't want to have the biggest burrito. You just want to have enough in here so they'll seal up all right. And so there we have these, and I'm going to finish up these and then I'll clean up my pan. And that will be it. So here we're heating up some canola oil, and Just to test the oil, we just take a little bit of the spring roll wrappers and put in just to see it starts to sizzle. So we'll just adjust our flame. And we want this to be around, if you have a deep fryer, we would want it about 365 degrees. So we'll just wait and we'll see what color that turns, because we want it to turn kind of a golden. And so while that heats up, we'll get some paper towels. And we'll just take those and lay them down here just to put our spring rolls on when they come out of the fryer, just to absorb whatever oil comes out. Okay, so here I'm going to put these in. And I think I can get about 4 at a time in there. It's good to have some chopsticks handy, because we'll want to turn these about halfway through. So we'll just let them get golden. See, we turn this and it's not quite there yet. We'll just let that set for a little bit. Now, one thing that goes good with this is a sauce. I myself like a sweet and sour sauce, and you can get that recipe on a future video that we'll put out on how to make it. And it's just called sweet and sour sauce. Very easy to make and really delicious. Okay, now you can see these, they're starting to get golden now. So we'll turn them over and let the other side cook for just a little bit. It's about, I guess a minute and a half on one side and probably a minute on the other. If you have any questions concerning this or any other recipe, please let me know. And I hope everybody's doing fine. It seems like this shutdown is going to last for a little while. And so here we can turn these back. Now the way I turn them is I push down on one side and up on the other. So we can just turn them like that, like so. And so these are done. And so we'll take them out, lay them on the paper towel just to get some of the excess oil off. And then we will just repeat the step. Now when you put these in, lay them away from you, because that way when it drops, it's not going to spatter any oil on you. So here we go. Usually the second batch cooks a little faster than the first. Okay, then we'll turn these. And then I'll move these over. Just to set like that. And these are all ready to come out. And this recipe makes up about 20 of these. So you can just kind of check on how many guests you're going to have and what you need. And these are all ready to move over. I'll just turn these. If you want to cook them lighter, you can cook them lighter. You just have to realize that there are several layers of dough in there and you want the heat to get through to them all. Okay, I'm going to set these here and then I'll cook off the rest. But here you can see that we have some wonderful spring rolls, and let me just take one of these and I'll cut it so you can see the inside. You see how nice that is inside with the filling and everything. And so make them up at home. I'm sure everyone will like them. And they're fairly easy to do. So this is Ron Erickson. Have fun. Bye.